You might think high blood pressure is just a normal part of aging, but what if certain foods could gently nudge those numbers down? Every year, millions of seniors are prescribed more pills, while missing the natural help already sitting in their kitchens. According to some studies, specific nutrients found in everyday foods may support better blood pressure control, without side effects. Imagine improving your health just by changing your plate. Today, we're sharing 7 scientifically backed foods that could become powerful allies in your fight against hypertension. If you care about your health after 60, this is a video you'll want to watch till the end. As we age, our blood vessels naturally become less flexible. This makes it harder for blood to flow smoothly, increasing the pressure inside our arteries. High blood pressure, also called hypertension, is often called a silent killer because it can quietly damage the heart, kidneys, and brain over time without causing obvious symptoms. For people over 60, the stakes are even higher. Uncontrolled blood pressure increases the risk of stroke, heart failure, and cognitive decline. But the good news is, diet plays a major role. Some foods contain natural compounds that help relax blood vessels, reduce inflammation, or balance sodium levels, all key to supporting healthier blood pressure. By adding these foods to your daily meals, you may be able to manage hypertension more gently, especially when paired with your doctor's guidance. When you think of medicine, you might picture pills in a bottle. But for many seniors, some of the most powerful tools against high blood pressure are growing right in the garden. Leafy greens, like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, collard greens, and beet greens, are among the most effective natural foods for helping the body regulate blood pressure. One of the reasons these vegetables are so effective is their high potassium content. Potassium helps the kidneys filter out excess sodium through urine, which in turn lowers blood pressure. The more potassium you get, within safe limits, the easier it is for your body to maintain a healthy balance between sodium and fluid. This can reduce the strain on your blood vessels over time. But that's not all. Leafy greens are also rich in dietary nitrates, natural chemicals that convert into nitric oxide in the body. Nitric oxide helps blood vessels relax and widen, which improves blood flow and reduces the pressure on artery walls. Some research shows that consuming nitrate-rich greens regularly can lead to a significant improvement in vascular function. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that participants who ate 1 cup of nitrate-rich vegetables daily experienced a meaningful reduction in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure over several weeks. And because leafy greens are low in calories and high in fiber, they also support weight control, which is another key factor in managing hypertension. In practical terms, adding leafy greens to your routine can be simple. Start your day with a smoothie that includes spinach or baby kale. Add arugula to your sandwich. Use collard greens in stews or sauté Swiss chard with garlic and olive oil for a heart-healthy side dish. These small changes can make a big difference over time. However, if you're on medications like warfarin or other blood thinners, speak with your healthcare provider before significantly increasing your intake of greens, since many of them contain vitamin K, which can affect blood clotting. Food isn't magic, but leafy greens come close. With regular use, they may help your body fight high blood pressure, 1 bite at a time. They may look sweet and innocent, but berries, especially blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries, carry a powerful punch when it comes to heart health. These colorful fruits are rich in natural antioxidants known as flavonoids, which have been studied for their ability to support blood vessel function and lower blood pressure over time. Flavonoids help improve the elasticity of your arteries by stimulating the production of nitric oxide, a compound that widens blood vessels and promotes smoother blood flow. This process can reduce vascular resistance and help lower systolic and diastolic pressure without the need for added medication, though it should never replace your doctor's treatment plan. Blueberries, in particular, have received attention for their effects on aging blood vessels. In a long-term study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers found that people who consumed 1 cup of blueberries daily showed significant improvements in arterial stiffness and a measurable decrease in blood pressure. The results were seen after just 8 weeks. In addition to flavonoids, berries contain high amounts of fiber and vitamin C, both of which are associated with lower inflammation and better cardiovascular outcomes. And because they are low in calories and sugar, when fresh, berries are a perfect daily snack for seniors managing blood pressure and weight. How can you add more berries to your routine? Try tossing a handful into your morning oatmeal, blending them into smoothies, or simply enjoying them as a dessert after meals. Frozen berries are just as nutritious as fresh ones, making them a convenient year-round option. It's important to note that fruit juices, even berry juices, don't offer the same benefits. Juices often lack fiber and contain added sugars, which may counteract the positive effects. Stick with whole berries to get the maximum heart protective impact. In the end, it's not about adding exotic superfoods to your diet. Sometimes, the best help for your heart comes in the form of a small, sweet berry, enjoyed 1 handful at a time. For many seniors, dairy products are a staple, but not all dairy is created equal when it comes to blood pressure. Low-fat yogurt stands out as one of the most heart-friendly choices, offering a rich source of calcium, potassium, and probiotics, 3 elements that may support healthier blood pressure levels. Calcium is essential for maintaining the integrity of blood vessels and helps regulate the contraction and relaxation of the heart and arterial walls. Potassium, as we've seen, aids in sodium balance and fluid control. When combined, these nutrients can create a synergistic effect that supports smooth and stable circulation. But what makes yogurt especially interesting is its probiotic content. Probiotics are beneficial bacteria that support gut health, and emerging research suggests they may also have an impact on cardiovascular function. A 2014 meta-analysis published in Hypertension found that consuming probiotics for at least 8 weeks led to modest but meaningful reductions in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure, especially in people with existing hypertension. Low-fat or plain Greek yogurt is ideal, as it offers higher protein with less added sugar than flavored varieties. It's also a versatile food. You can enjoy it as breakfast with berries and nuts, use it as a base for salad dressings, or mix it into dips and sauces for savory meals. In one long-term observational study involving over 55,000 women, those who consumed 5 or more servings of yogurt per week had a 20% lower risk of developing high blood pressure compared to those who rarely ate it. While this doesn't prove causation, it supports the idea that yogurt may play a helpful role in an overall heart-healthy diet. However, moderation is key. Full-fat yogurts, while still nutritious, contain higher levels of saturated fat, which may not be ideal for everyone with cardiovascular risk. Always check labels and opt for versions with no added sugar or artificial sweeteners. Adding low-fat yogurt to your routine can be a simple, delicious way to care for your heart, 1 spoonful at a time. Among the many breakfast options available to seniors, oats may be one of the most underrated yet powerful choices for managing high blood pressure. Whole oats, especially steel-cut or rolled oats, are packed with soluble fiber, particularly a type called beta-glucan, which has been linked to lower cholesterol and improved blood pressure regulation. Beta-glucan works by forming a gel-like substance in the digestive tract, which helps slow down the absorption of cholesterol and stabilizes blood sugar. But beyond heart health, it also helps modulate vascular tone by reducing inflammation and improving endothelial function, the ability of blood vessels to relax and contract properly. A study published in the Journal of Family Practice reviewed data from several clinical trials and found that daily consumption of oat-based products significantly reduced both systolic and diastolic blood pressure, especially in people with mild hypertension. The benefits were most pronounced when oats were consumed regularly over several weeks. Oats are also low in sodium, which makes them ideal for people watching their salt intake. Plus, they're easy to prepare and highly customizable. Seniors can enjoy them warm as oatmeal with berries and nuts, cold as overnight oats, or even baked into healthy snack bars. One often overlooked benefit of oats is their impact on satiety. Because they digest slowly, they help keep blood sugar levels stable and reduce cravings for salty or processed snacks, both of which can contribute to higher blood pressure if not managed well. It's worth noting that not all oats are created equal. Instant-flavored oats often contain added sugar and sodium, which can reduce their heart-friendly benefits. Choose plain oats and add natural flavorings like cinnamon, banana slices, or unsweetened almond milk. With their gentle, consistent effect on heart function and their simplicity in preparation, oats offer a comforting way to start the day and may help bring blood pressure down one bowl at a time. Oats may not be the most glamorous vegetable, but their effects on blood pressure are hard to ignore. This deeply pigmented root is rich in dietary nitrates, natural compounds that the body converts into nitric oxide, a molecule that helps relax and widen blood vessels. This process reduces vascular resistance and allows blood to flow more freely, resulting in lower blood pressure. In fact, beets are one of the most studied foods for hypertension. A landmark study in the journal Hypertension found that drinking 1 glass, about 250 milliliters, of beetroot juice led to a significant reduction in blood pressure within just a few hours. More impressively, participants who drank beet juice daily over several weeks maintained lower systolic pressure throughout the study. The color of beets comes from betalains, powerful antioxidants that may also reduce inflammation and support overall cardiovascular health. These compounds help prevent oxidative stress, which can damage blood vessels over time. Beets are also a good source of folate, a B vitamin that supports blood vessel function and may help reduce homocysteine levels, another factor linked to heart disease. In practical terms, seniors can consume beets in various forms: roasted in salads, grated raw in slaws, steamed as a side dish, or blended into smoothies. Beetroot juice is another option, though it's important to choose versions without added sugar or sodium. One tip: don't be alarmed if consuming beets changes the color of your urine or stool. This is a harmless side effect known as bituria. It's completely normal and not cause for concern. While beets offer impressive benefits, those with kidney issues or a history of kidney stones should consume them in moderation due to their oxalate content. Still, for most people over 60, beets represent a vibrant, natural way to support healthy blood pressure. They may not be flashy, but their impact on your heart is anything but ordinary. For centuries, garlic has been praised for its medicinal properties, and modern science is starting to catch up. One of the most well-researched natural ingredients for cardiovascular health, garlic contains a sulfur compound called allicin, which is believed to be the key behind its blood pressure-lowering effects. Allicin helps relax blood vessels and improve blood flow by increasing nitric oxide levels in the body. It also may help prevent the formation of blood clots and reduce overall inflammation, two factors that contribute to the development and progression of hypertension. A comprehensive meta-analysis of randomized clinical trials published in the journal Current Hypertension Reports found that garlic supplementation significantly reduced both systolic and diastolic blood pressure, particularly in individuals with elevated levels. In some cases, the effect was comparable to that of low-dose prescription medications. But you don't necessarily need to take garlic pills. Fresh garlic, when chopped or crushed and left to sit for 10 minutes before cooking or consuming, activates the allicin. This makes raw or lightly cooked garlic a beneficial addition to soups, stir-fries, and dressings. Garlic is also rich in antioxidants and may support cholesterol management, which is another critical factor in maintaining heart health. And because it adds strong flavor without sodium, garlic can help seniors reduce their reliance on salt, a major step in blood pressure control. Some people may experience digestive discomfort or bad breath from garlic, especially in large quantities. But even modest amounts, 1 to 2 cloves per day, can offer measurable benefits over time. Whether added to olive oil, blended into hummus, or roasted whole for a mellow flavor, garlic proves that powerful medicine doesn't have to come in a pill. Sometimes, the best support for your heart comes from the kitchen. It may sound too good to be true, but dark chocolate, when consumed in moderation, can be part of a heart-healthy diet, especially for those managing high blood pressure. The key lies in its high content of flavonoids, particularly a subgroup called flavonols, which have been shown to support blood vessel function. Flavonols help stimulate the production of nitric oxide, the molecule that helps relax blood vessels and improve circulation. This process can lead to a mild but consistent drop in both systolic and diastolic pressure over time. In fact, multiple studies, including a notable review in the British Medical Journal, have linked moderate dark chocolate consumption to improved blood pressure levels, especially in individuals with hypertension. But not all chocolate is created equal. The benefits are most pronounced in chocolate that contains at least 70% cocoa and minimal added sugar. Milk chocolate and white chocolate, by contrast, have far less cocoa and are usually packed with sugar and saturated fat, which can negate the cardiovascular benefits. Dark chocolate also contains magnesium, iron, and a bit of fiber, all of which may play a supportive role in overall heart health. And let's not forget the emotional benefits. Enjoying a small piece of chocolate can bring a sense of pleasure and relaxation, which may help reduce stress, another contributor to high blood pressure. The recommended amount is modest, just 1 to 1.5 ounces, about 30 to 40 grams, a few times a week. Too much can lead to excess calories and sugar intake, so balance is key. For best results, choose high-quality dark chocolate and savor it slowly, ideally without pairing it with sugary drinks or desserts. In short, dark chocolate isn't just a treat, it's a functional food when used wisely. For seniors looking for a heart-friendly indulgence, a small square of dark chocolate may be both satisfying and supportive of better blood pressure. Incorporating blood pressure-friendly foods doesn't have to mean overhauling your entire diet overnight. Small, consistent changes often make the biggest impact. Here are a few gentle and practical suggestions. Start your day smart. Swap sugary breakfast cereals for a bowl of oats topped with berries and a spoonful of low-fat yogurt. This combo gives you fiber, potassium, and probiotics all in one meal. Upgrade your snacks. Instead of salty crackers or chips, try a few squares of dark chocolate or a small handful of fresh berries. These are not just healthier, they're satisfying too. Cook with purpose. Use garlic generously when preparing meals. Add it to soups, stews, or roasted vegetables. Just remember to crush it and let it sit before cooking to preserve its benefits. Drink wisely. Consider a small glass of beet juice during the week, especially if you don't regularly eat beets. Just make sure it's low in sodium and sugar. Go green with ease. Add a side of steamed spinach or a kale salad to your lunch or dinner. If you're not used to greens, try mixing them into dishes you already enjoy, like stir-fries or omelets. Be mindful of labels. When buying yogurt or chocolate, choose products with low added sugar and a simple ingredient list. Quality matters more than quantity. Check with your doctor. If you're on medication, especially for blood pressure or blood thinning, always consult before making big dietary changes, especially with foods high in vitamin K like leafy greens. Taking care of your blood pressure doesn't always require big changes. Sometimes, it starts with one new food on your plate. If you found even one idea in this video helpful, imagine what could happen if you tried 2 or 3. We believe every senior deserves to feel strong, clear-minded, and independent. And part of that begins with knowledge and the courage to use it. So if you're ready to take small, steady steps toward a healthier heart, we invite you to be part of our growing community. Have you already tried some of these foods? Share your experience in the comments. We love hearing your stories. Like this video if you learned something new. Subscribe for weekly videos designed just for you and your health after 60. Together, we can age smarter, stronger, and with purpose.